Hello, hello. Welcome to this week's Tease Towel. I hope you're having a great week. This is the time of the year when things start changing. It always feels, I don't know about you, but it feels like a turning point for me. The days are still warm, but you start feeling that little bit of coolness. I mean, I'm watching the weather report. It's going to turn into much cooler weather than what we've been having, even though that's average, but still it makes me feel like we're moving into that next season. So you start feeling that shift towards fall, and the kids are starting to go back to school. And even though I am not personally having a first day of school and haven't had it in years, I still feel that energy in the air. And you've probably noticed it too. I'm sure you're seeing the stores filled with school supplies, the backpacks all lined up, the kids with new little shoes on their feet, and parents juggling calendars, and that kids are buzzing with that excitement of the school year starting. And you start seeing the pictures of that first day of school. And it made me start thinking that while you and I might not be starting a new grade or starting school, we can still learn from the lessons and apply them to our lives. Because really, in a way, every day is kind of a back to school moment for us. Every day is a time to start fresh, but life is always teaching us something, and it's up to us whether we show up and want to learn or not. So today I want to talk about some of the lessons that this season can teach us. It's simple everyday truths that can bring us new energy, help us to reset our mindset, and help us to grow. I mean, growth is always possible. So lesson 1, new routines bring new energy. You know, think about it. That first day of school, you have the clean notebook, you have the fresh pencils, you have shoes that really haven't touched the pavement yet, and there's something electric about that fresh start that gives us energy. Everything feels possible. We don't have to have kids to tap into that feeling. Life gives us moments to reset our routines all the time. Maybe it's a new week, a new season, a new month, whatever, a new morning. A fresh start is always available to us if we decide to embrace it. So for that, new routines bring new energy. The practical takeaway is, take a small part of your day and make it new. Maybe it's a new morning ritual, a few deep breaths, or a short walk, or having your cup of tea without rushing. Maybe it's organizing your workspace to make it feel more inviting. It's these little resets that can signal to your brain that you're starting fresh, and that energy can spread to everything you do. You don't need a big reason to start over. Each day can be day one. We've talked about that before. You don't have to wait till Monday. You don't have to wait till that new time. And all of those little adjustments can change into or compound into bigger transitions than you realize. Lesson 2 is growth happens when we stretch. And this is one I've talked about a lot. But think about it this way with the kids going back to school. Every student faces something scary at the start of the school year, whether it's a harder class or a new teacher or a new school or new classmates that they don't know. It's nerve-wracking, and they have to face that uncomfortableness. They have to get out of their comfort zone. Growth rarely happens in your comfort zone. In life, that's the way with life always. We grow when we get uncomfortable, when we do the things that are a little bit scary, that are not the routine, and things that you wouldn't normally do. It's a new hobby, a new class, saying yes to a new challenge, something like that. And ask yourself, what is life nudging me to stretch right now? Even a small step outside of your comfort zone can count. And just like the new year, every time you push yourself, your confidence grows too. And suddenly, the hard things aren't hard. That is a really powerful one for me, with thinking about going back to school and how scary it always was, those first few days, that unknown, but we had to do it. And it always works out. It works out fine. And that's what we need to think about as we've gotten older. You're going to, you don't have to have it all figured out right away. You're going to learn as you grow. And that's all you need to do, is be willing to learn. Lesson 3 is reset doesn't mean failure. So one of my favorite parts about a new season is kind of that reset. You think about it, summer is fun, but it's chaotic. We might have overcommitted, we skipped workouts, we've indulged too much, all those little things that sometimes we let routines slip by. And a reset doesn't mean you failed. It just means that, it also doesn't mean you're behind or you're not enough or any of those things. It simply means that you're wise enough to pause, to reflect, and to decide to do things differently. It gives us a chance to take what we've learned from the last few months, the wins and the mistakes, and turn it to a new page. I like to think about it as a notebook. We've been working on this notebook, we've been scribbling on the pages, we've gotten mistakes, we've kind of gotten it messy, but the magic is we can close that page and start clean on a fresh page. And today is that fresh page, and we can decide what goes on it. So with this lesson, I think the takeaway is, what do I want to keep and what do I want to leave behind in this season? Because even small shifts, like committing to 5 minutes of journaling or taking a short walk every day, or simply being more intentional with your time, can feel like a powerful reset. Season 4, or lesson 4, is seasons don't last forever. Each season is temporary. Summer fades, fall fades, winter fades, we go into spring. All of that can feel like a reset. Back to school routines eventually settle. The kids grow up in the blink of an eye. Challenges come and go, and opportunities appear and they pass. And that's exactly why this season, wherever you're at in life, is precious. It's a reminder to be present and to notice the small joys that we might otherwise have passed being unnoticed, and to celebrate the progress. If you think about it, if we always live to look for the next season, the next goal, the next vacation, the next milestone, we've missed the richness of this moment. As you think of how fast summer passes, did you pay attention? Did you savor each moment of it? It's easy for us to get going in the chaos and let us pass it by. And so it's a time to think of, what is this season teaching me? Maybe it's patience, maybe it's resilience, maybe it's learning to let go of what you can't control. So the takeaway for this lesson is, maybe journal what you're grateful for, or notice the growth you've made, however small. Treat your current season like a teacher, because it is. No season lasts forever, and we want to soak it up while it's here. So today I want to leave you with this challenge. Take these back to school lessons, pick just one of them, and make it yours this week. Maybe it's starting a fresh routine. Maybe it's stretching yourself into something new. Every season has something to teach us. We just have to be willing to listen. So thank you for being here today. If you watch this, please say hi. Please say, let me know if you're watching it on replay. Share this with anybody who might get some value out of it. Just any comments, any of those things help to share this with other people. So I hope you help me out with that. And I will see you next week on Tea Style. Bye-bye.